Today we will discuss on common potential and energy loss in capacitor when they uh, share charges. Okay, so suppose we have one capacitor which has C1 capacitance, Q1 charge, and initial potential is V1, and when it is connected to other capacitor which has charge Q2, capacitance C2, and potential difference V2. Okay, what we have done, we have connected them in parallel connection. Okay, so there will be flow of charge, there will be sharing of charges, and these charges will move through high potential to low potential till the capacitor will gain or obtain equal potential. Okay, and that equal potential is known as common potential. So we are going to find out the expression or find out the formula for common potential. Okay, so we have formula C is equal to Q by V. Okay, from this formula we can find out V is equal to Q by C. Okay, by putting the value of Q and putting the value of C, we will get common potential. Okay, so here from the basic formula, if we want to find out Q, so it will have C into V. Okay, so in place of charge we can write CV. So we will put these things in this formula to find out common potential. Understood? So first of all we will put Q for both the capacitors. Okay, so V is equal to Q means CV. Okay, so for first capacitor it will be C1 V1. Okay, and for the other capacitor it will be C2 V2. Okay, upon C1 plus C2 because they are parallel connected. Okay, so for equivalent capacitance for both the capacitor it will be C1 plus C2. So this is the formula for common potential, and this formula will be used in next expression, so you will write it and remember it. Okay, we have written this formula here and considered it as equation 1. Okay, now we will discuss on loss of energy on sharing charges. So first we will try to understand the concept of loss of energy. Suppose we have a charge capacitor. Okay, and if it is charged it will store some energy. Okay, and this is battery, this combination is battery. So we have the formula of stored energy of a capacitor. We have done the expression also, and it is U is equal to half QV, if you have remembered. Take half QV, and you know the energy is stored due to the work done of the battery. Battery has done some work to store some energy in capacitor. So if we will find out the work done by the battery, it is W is equal to Q into V. Okay, this is the formula to find out the work done, potential into charge. Okay, as we know that potential is equal to W by Q. If you know that the work done per unit charge is known as potential, so W is equal to Q into V. But one thing you can observe here, the battery has done work W is equal to QV, but we have find out the stored energy half QV, means some amount of energy has been lost. Okay, so this energy is lost due to heat generated in the wire. Understood? So some energy which is due to the work done of the battery is lost in term of heat and all, but the stored energy is always less than the work done by the battery. Understood? So we will see here, when the capacitors are connected in parallel, charge capacitors are connected in parallel, it also lost some energy. Understood? So before sharing the charge, means initially when capacitor is not sharing its charge to other capacitor, the total energy is U1 plus U2, means the energy stored in first capacitor plus energy stored in second capacitor. So first capacitor is stored energy half C1 V1 square, and second one has stored half C2 V2 square. I forgot to write here square, so you will write here half C2 V2 square. Understood? And after sharing charges, okay, after sharing charges we will have stored energy for both the capacitor will be half CV square. So C will be equivalent capacitance, which is C1 plus C2, and common potential. Okay, we will take common potential. Why? Because the charge will move till the potential will same in both the capacitor. So we will take common potential, and from equation first you have seen that common potential is C1 V1 plus C2 V2 upon C1 plus C2 as written in equation 1. Okay, by putting the value of V from equation 1 you will get this one. Understood? If you have not seen equation 1, you can see here, this is equation 1. Understood? Here it is. Now calculating all the terms means C1 plus C2 will cancel denominator C1 C2 and you will have this result. So this is the energy stored in the capacitors, means equivalent capacitance, when they are connected in parallel. Okay, but one more term is there, which is loss in energy. To find the loss in energy, we will subtract U dash from U. U is the energy when it is not connected, and U dash is the energy when they are connected. So as we have used the term loss, it means U is greater than U dash. Okay, so by putting the value of U and U dash that you have written above and calculating them, you will get this result. Okay, the calculation was long and therefore I have not written all the terms. Okay, all the calculation I have not written here. So it is very easy, you just do the things process wise, sequence wise, you will get the final result. And if you have any problem in calculation, then I will tell you. Okay, so this is the result, and loss in energy is, if written in short term, LE. So loss in energy can be calculated by this result, this formula, which is C1 C2 in bracket V1 minus V2 whole square upon 2 C1 plus C2. By putting the value of C1 C2 V1 V2, if data is given, you will see the result is positive, and result is positive means what? It very obvious that U is greater than U1, U is greater than U dash. Okay, so learn this formula, try to understand all the concepts and solve the numericals based on this formula and above formula. Okay, these formulae are very important because number of numericals are there based on this formulae. And in next video we will discuss some numerical based on these formulae. Till then, bye. Thank you.